In the serene city of Chiang Mai lived a woman named Elisa. Her life was modest, but she cherished her daily routine, tending to her small garden, visiting the market, and attending evening meditations at the Wat Phra Singh temple. Elisa was a slender woman with soft features, her black hair tied into a neat bun. For years, Elisa felt content in her life, but her peace of mind began to erode when a new neighbor moved in next door, a woman named Anong. Anong was the kind of woman who turned heads. Her long, wavy hair flowed down her back, shimmering in the sunlight. Her radiant skin, rosy cheeks, and bright eyes gave her a youthful allure that made her appear effortlessly beautiful. At first, Elisa welcomed Anong with polite smiles and courteous greetings, but as days turned into weeks, her feelings began to shift. The laughter of Anong's visitors echoed through the neighborhood, their admiration for Anong's beauty evident in their wide-eyed stares and whispered compliments. Elisa felt a pang in her chest each time she saw Anong's guests leaving. Her heart twisted as she caught glimpses of Anong, her face glowing with happiness. In contrast, Elisa felt dull, her own reflection in the mirror a stark reminder of her ordinary appearance. Why does she have to be so beautiful? Elisa muttered to herself one day, her fists clenching. Why does she get all the attention? The bitterness grew within Elisa, clouding her thoughts and gnawing at her peace of mind. The envy festered, turning her once content demeanor into one of resentment. One day, as Elisa brooded in her garden, plucking wilted leaves from her plants, an elderly monk named Frachai approached, his robe swaying gently. Frachai's eyes gleamed with wisdom, his face creased into a serene smile as he looked over Elisa's garden. "Elisa," Frachai said softly, "why do your plants wither and droop?" Elisa's head snapped up, her eyes narrowing at the monk. "What do you want, old man?" she snapped, her voice dripping with bitterness. Frachai's smile remained, his gaze drifting to Anong's house next door. "I see you often look at Anong's home," he remarked, his eyes glinting knowingly. "Does her beauty trouble you?" Elisa's fists clenched, her teeth grinding. "Why should I care about that woman?" she snarled, her voice thick with venom. "Her looks draw all the attention, while I'm ignored." Frachai's brow furrowed, his expression softening. "Envy, my friend, is a corrosive force. It blinds us to our own blessings, leaving us bitter and resentful." Elisa's lips curled into a sneer. "Blessings?" she scoffed. "What blessings? Anong's beauty outshines mine. Where is the fairness in that?" Frachai's eyes gleamed with compassion, his hand resting gently on Elisa's shoulder. "Life is not a competition," he said softly. "We must learn to appreciate the gifts of others, and find joy in our own." Elisa's face twisted, her eyes blazing. "But why does she get all the attention, while I'm left with nothing?" she demanded, her voice tinged with desperation. Frachai's smile softened, his gaze shifting to the garden around them. "Perhaps it is not Anong's beauty that troubles you, but your own dissatisfaction," he suggested gently. "Your garden may wilt, but your plants still hold life and beauty." Elisa's gaze flickered to the drooping plants, their leaves curled and browning. For a moment, a pang of guilt surged through her, quickly replaced by a scowl. "But how can I be satisfied when she shines, and I don't?" Elisa muttered, her voice tinged with resentment. Frachai's smile widened. "Envy blinds us to our own strengths," he said gently. "Instead of resenting Anong's beauty, find pride in your own life. Return to your garden with love and dedication." Elisa's heart twisted, the monk's words gnawing at her mind. Her gaze drifted back to the wilting plants, their drooping leaves whispering of neglect. For a moment, a flicker of resolve sparked in her chest, urging her forward. "How can I do that?" Elisa asked, her voice tinged with uncertainty. Frachai's smile widened, his eyes gleaming with approval. "Begin by tending to your garden," he suggested warmly. "Reconnect with your plants, and let go of resentment. Only then can you find peace." Elisa's heart leapt into her throat, her mind racing. The thought of change, of abandoning her jealousy, filled her with doubt. But deep down, a flicker of determination stirred, urging her forward. With a deep breath, Elisa nodded, her jaw clenching. "Okay," she said, her voice steady. "I'll try." Frachai's smile broadened. "Good," he said, his voice soothing. "Then let us begin your journey." With Frachai's guidance, Elisa returned to her garden, her hands trembling as she carefully trimmed the dead leaves and watered the plants. Slowly, the garden's vitality returned, the plants' leaves unfurling and blooming with color. Days turned into weeks, and Elisa poured her heart into her garden, nurturing new blooms and tending to each plant with care. The vibrant colors and fragrant scents returned, filling the air with life. As time passed, Elisa's resentment melted away, replaced by a sense of pride and fulfillment. She began visiting Anong, congratulating her on her beauty and inviting her to tea. Their initial tension blossomed into a friendship, their laughter filling the air as they shared stories of life's challenges and triumphs. The tale reminded many to find joy in their own strengths, to appreciate the gifts of others, and to let go of envy's corrosive grip. The story inspired countless individuals to pursue their passions with love and dedication, their paths illuminated by the wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. Finally, the Zen Master team is dedicated to exploring meditation, spiritual growth, life, philosophy, and mindfulness, with the goal of bringing you inner peace and inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications to join us on this enlightening journey. Together, let's cultivate a mind that is both calm and joyful.